Oh, hey, here it is. It's 2012 time for the Neo festival thing going on, and I've been watching some of the entries that people have put in there, and realized that so many different people do so many different things from what me, my husband, and my family have dealt with. It's just daunting to even just remember it. Like, to remember that other people deal with the same thing or different things or even more challenging things like losing a child. I haven't yet done so, and I hope it never happens, but who can be for sure about anything anymore, you know? Like the times I remember from my daughter's surgery, the first time I saw it, I was so taken back by what happened. I actually had to step back from the room. Like, I took a step back in the room we were in, and um, like the first thing they did when I walked in the room was they handed me her hair from when they shaved her head. And after pretty much after that happened, I just disappeared out of my brain. Like, I was not there. Like, I don't remember some of the things that were said to us. I just don't remember some of the things that they told us or that had happened. And it's just like such a big fog to me. I remember all the machines and they were beeping and they were just there and lights and everything, and how she behaved. She was just kind of out of it, kind of dazed, kind of like she had just gotten an MRI done or a CAT scan, which if you've been following me, you know that we were like getting done like what seemed like once a month back then. And actually, since the surgery, we haven't had any at all, like any MRIs, which is so strange to like sit here and go through a year of our lives without one major test that normal 5-year-olds don't do. It's um, interesting. Um, the rest to say, I'm tearing up like crazy. So that was appealing, eh? um, so like just to think about where we were a year and a half ago to where we are now is amazing. Like, you can have conversations with very, very, very simple conversations that maybe you could have with maybe a 1.5-year old or something, but the very, very simple conversations. And she understands more than what she lets on. Oh, she is so good at that. She'll be like, me no understand, me no do, but we know that you understand. We know you just don't want to. Um, it's kind of funny, and like just to see what some of these people have been in their lives, it kind of just gives you this new sense on, oh, it's not that bad for us, or we've done pretty well with what we've had to deal with, and we've celebrated a lot of what has happened in our lives, like seriously celebrated it. And we've gone off and we said, oh, that's wonderful, hey, we did a good job, and like whatnot, which is like I guess one of the things that you really have to do. And I think the hardest thing just hit me a couple of days ago. It wasn't an action that happened, it was the way someone reacted to it, the way someone talked about it, the way someone said something. It was the most hardest thing for me to handle. Um, we went out to eat and we went to a restaurant that we like rarely go to. And the reason being is because we know what this restaurant entails. It's it's half restaurant and half bar, which means it can get rather loud. And a child with autism, that's like the worst place you want to take them, you know. And we took her there, and she behaved pretty adamantly. Actually, I was very happy with her. But you could tell the autism was so shining through. And my husband just finally, like, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but I guess he finally noticed that it's there and that she does have it, she does show it, but it is so subtle that if you don't pay attention, you don't see it. And she's now at that point where she will shove her head into you and she will squeeze to you as tight as she can because she does not feel comfortable in the situation that she is in. It's so, like, you can't force her to be comfortable with it because, like I've told other people, you're basically telling her that she needs to be comfortable with that feeling that a normal person gets when they're about to drown. And if you don't expect yourself to be comfortable with that and accept it, how could you expect someone with autism accept how they feel in crowds or noise or new people or anything like that? You can't. And I don't expect it. But my husband's just like, he just noticed it. He's like, oh wow, she's starting to show special. And I just, like, I didn't even know what to say or how to respond or what to think. I'm just stunned. Like, even now, it's been 3 days now since that happened. And I still don't know what to think about it or how to respond or what to say or what to think, what to feel. Like, I have no idea. It's like, how, where do you begin? Where do you end? Where's the middle? What do you say? I have I don't know. I don't know. Like, I can't believe he said that. I mean, really, what was he thinking? To just go off and say, oh my god, she's starting to show that she's special. She's always been that way. I mean, heck, when she was speaking a newborn, she refused to take a bottle if it wasn't a certain temp. I mean, it had to be a very warm bottle for her to take it. Like, you couldn't have warmed it up for like 5 seconds and be like, okay, it's kind of lukewarm. No, it had to be really warm for her. Like, she refused to take a very cold bottle or a bottle that was just kind of warm but still kind of cold. I mean, she just refused. And like, she's been that way since she was an infant. What are you talking about? She's just getting special. She's starting to show it. What? I mean, are you serious? Her not looking people in the eye wasn't special enough for you? I mean, where do you go and not pick a fight? I'm just trying to make a point. I'm just trying to understand his logic. I'm just trying to understand where he's coming from. Why he's saying this. Why he's thinking she's just now showing it. And why he didn't notice all these other times before. And I don't even know how to talk to my husband about that. I have no idea. How do you handle something like that? How do you do that? You know, and that's one of the things I wanted to point out. That this is what you deal with. You don't just deal with the child. You don't just deal with the illness. You deal with not knowing what to say or do with your spouse. Like, really? How do you respond to that? What do you say? What do you do? What? You know? And it's not just him. It's my family. Like, they may not understand that she has autism and that she just can't do things, or that, yeah, I let her get away with some things, but it's because it's not worth the fight. And I mean, you may be like, oh well, given now, it might be hard later. Well, yeah, you know what? I know that, but you know what? At the point in time, right now, I don't think there will ever be a later. So why bother? I don't think she's ever going to progress any further than what she is now. So the big deal is it's difficult. And people need to stop putting labels on stuff. Yeah, she has labels, but so what? She's a person, a human. She has feelings. And trust me, they do get hard. Oh gosh, do they get hard. She will let you know. She bears whole feelings on the outside, not the end. She will not cover that up or hide it in any way. Um, you gotta look at people in different ways. You can't just notice them for the outside. I know who my kid is. I know a lot about my kid. And I know that she's shown that she's been special since the day she was born, not just now. And I guess it also hurts to know that my husband didn't notice that. And that he's just now finding out. He's just now noticing it. He's just now experiencing it. I guess that's where I could start, maybe. Who knows? Just another one of the problems that families deal with that people just take for granted. It's not it's not just the disability and the disorder that gets in your way. It's also how you interact with your family, your spouse, your friends, your children, yourself even. You question yourself 24/7. Should I have done this? Should I have done that? Could I have changed it? What did I do wrong? I at times still go through that process. What did I do wrong? What can I do differently? I used to be a very, very involved mom, and I stepped back and try to take a glance at what I'm dealing with, what I'm doing. I think I'm getting the picture. I think I'm noticing this. See, I think it's coming to me little by little. I think I will see you guys next time. Take care.